There we go.
Tell you, Piph, I was dumb. I was having a hard time with the puzzles.
Mm. Mm.
But I managed through sheer something.
Sheer trying and having things either succeed or fail, depending on how lucky you are.
Yeah, I think that basically summed it up. Yeah. Yep.
Portal's a fun game.
Oh, it was very fun. Dang, I was not good at it, at least at that time I wasn't.
I mean, fair. Like, it's not the easiest game to wrap your mind around, and it's even gets more difficult when it comes to, like, the challenges in the game, where they're just like, we're going to increase difficulty, and you're just like, oh, geez. You want me to only use my portal
Increase.
thing 5 times in this, like, 3-step process? That's gonna be hard.
You want me to do what, man?
You want me to do what?
What?
I don't think so. I don't think I'm gonna do that.
Instead, I'm just gonna have the ball swing around wildly and luck into my success. Thank you kindly.
Thank you and goodbye.
I was even just like messing around. I don't think I could accurately even tell you what the steps I took to even have that outcome happen.
Who knows? Because I know that room, and it is not easy to angle that thing into that area. And even if it's in the area, it still needs to bounce into a very specific angle. So you
It
need, like,
does.
one very specific angle, and the other one being, like, yeah, pretty specific. So,
I don't know. I somehow made it so that way the ball got way too much speed and just started flailing about all over the room.
the ball does that. I will say the ball does do that. Failing around the room is what the ball do.
That's what ball be. I think the funniest bit though is that I think because he had played it before, I think he was about to be like, no, you're not supposed to. No, that's not how it's supposed to go. I think he was just about to do it, and like he had done it for like a few rooms prior, and I think that happened, and I looked at him like, I did it.
No, but this is a puzzle, though. It's supposed to be solved.
I,
And to
how
that,
it works.
see, there's 2 ways to solve a puzzle. There's the intended route, and then there's shaking it hard enough until it just gets to the exit. Welcome, by the way. For people who are showing up, we're going to be officially starting at 8, top of the hour, so about 7 minutes. And then we're going to be actually doing things.
Wow, thing.
Y'all have my heart time.
What?
It's a really old song. Wild Thing.
Yeah, but I couldn't hear what you said.
Why, you can't type my accent? Wild Thing.
What?
You made my heart sound.
don't think I've ever heard that song all the way through.
It's not good. We're going to be playing, of course, Unlimited. That's what we've been playing on. So far, we've been doing really well with our lives.
Have you died yet at all?
Very technically, yes, but the game has not counted it for some reason.
Okay, why? What did you do?
Okay, so I was on a tutorial level, and they're like, remove the tier 2, like, engine core, the thing that is very deadly and will explode and do lots of damage and basically tear the ship apart if it does.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know these, and I'm like throwing things around to like open up things, and one of the things I threw hit the container that it was in and detonated it. And I was far enough away from the container, but because it was the tutorial level, because I blew it up, they're just like, you failed the tutorial, and they killed me.
Oh, so it was like a tutorial death? So, like, it didn't count?
Yes.
Huh.
That's my best guess. I'm not entirely sure what happened.
I will say one of the best and funniest experiences, was when you were first playing it. You were, disassembling some ship. I know, very descriptive. But I was, like, not paying attention at the time because you had disassembled a fair few ships by this point. But all of a sudden, everything's chill. Everything's, like, fine. And then I hear from you, uh-oh. Just everything blew up. It was like the most deadpan, uh-oh. Or like a oops or something. It was like just one of those, huh. Then you blew right up.
That does sound like a thing that I would do and very fun.
See, it's been so long that, like, I don't even remember, like, what you did to cause it. I'm sure it was some form of reactor thing or something like that. All I remember is the distinct oops or uh-oh, and then boom!
So thank you for coming in chat. Not knowing what this game is definitely a treat. Think of it as like a much more difficult power wash simulator, where more deadly. Like you are removing things. You can die in quite a few different ways. And you can, like, not succeed in specific things. In power washing, they're like, you wash the entire thing, and then that's it. In this one, you have to kind of, like, balance different ways about, like, getting specific materials and, like, how to get around ships and all this other... Like, sometimes you'll just make mistakes.
You have, like, steps, depending on the ship, that you gotta do to not absolutely perish.
Yes.
Like depressurizing certain areas.
Yeah. So instead of cleaning things, you're actually taking apart a ship.
Which is a very strenuous and dangerous job in real life, but now it's in space.
Yes. And so you have your space physics, you have your like pushing physics, you have like tethers and like all the other good stuff. The story of the game is that you are a worker in a dystopian future that has outlawed unions, which still happen in real life, so anyway. So that's the story, but the actual like gameplay is actually a little chill, and somewhat like relaxing, at least to me.
It's good if you just like a turn your brain off kind of methodical.
Yeah, methodical is probably definitely a way to.
It's like a weird. I say turn your brain off, but I mean it's like I say turn your brain off in that it means like just meticulous, I guess.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. This is your daily wake-up call.
Not a bad meticulous, because sometimes meticulousness can be rather relaxing.
So there's a lot of like also like side stories in this and whatnot. We're not going to pay too much attention to that. There's like general thing about food and like the governing bodies and people doing things that are underhanded and overhanded and
up and over.
And you're just trying your best. Let's just start a mission, whatever the heck it's going to be. This one, alright. I think I was just taking things apart in this one.
Listen up, people. Want to tell you something I was
Oh yeah, and now you have a horrible supervisor.
You can patch a mistake.
Yeah.
But the mistake's still there. Just covered up. The only way to truly fix a mistake is to not allow it to happen in the first place. I hope you're taking that in. You can't truly fix a mistake, so let's just avoid them to begin with. Okay? No mistakes. Go get them, kids.
What a manager thing to say. He is textbook manager.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
It's kind of a beehole.
Ew. Just because it's right doesn't mean you have to say it.
Maybe this thing needs to move first.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Reminds me of my one old manager who literally said being tired is just a state of mind.
Salvage secured.
Ooh.
Credits deposited.
Wow.
Yeah, this game, I would say, hits close to home. No, that's it.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. Don't boo him, he's right.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded. Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit. Salvage deposit secured.
We are in space. You can repeat space facts that you've learned today. Go for it. This is a very chill stream.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Piph knows how to disassemble these ships.
Oh yeah, if you're worried about my brain space, I've done this enough that I can actually, like, talk and do things.
Secured.
You can multitask.
I can multitask. Maybe not super well, but I can. Well, there's nothing on that.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
Bonk. Need to get back in the swing of things. Should be good.
Raw material deposited. Transferring credits.
How attached are you? Still very. Alright. Got that. Oh, is it loose? Looks loose.
Listen, Piph, I'm very attached, okay?
Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Object accepted for processing.
Oh yeah, also, this is a very good stream for any particular, like, questions or topics you would like. If not, I can just kind of go off and talk about whatever, which might not be a great thing, but we'll see.
If you got a cat,
What does
Pet 'em.
space smell like? I feel like that there is a smell to space.
from what I vaguely remember, this was a long time ago, it was like a kind of like a myth sort of thing that space kind of smelled like burnt steak.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure about burnt steak, but I think it does. But I can't
Well,
remember what the
I
heck it
faintly
was.
remember like a thing that was like, technically space doesn't smell like anything, but what people were talking about is like during like, it was like depressurization and stuff, like something about like the oxygen.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
It's been so long since I've seen and read about it, but
Salvage
there was
deposit
like a
confirmed.
thing that
Applying
people
credit.
mentioned it did smell like something, but it's technically not because space had a smell.
Secured. Applying credit.
I'm also gonna say I do not know generally what I'm talking about when it comes to like
Space
randomoid facts, because like a lot of the things that I pull from are like from places like, you remember, does anybody know the TV show QI? It was a show about like sharing facts and things like that, and almost every single one of their facts were like just wrong.
There is a huge egg-shaped planet called WASP 12b that is the size of 1/5 Jupiter. It's got its shape because it's getting pulled by the sun. It's also really fast. It can spin around the sun. Dang, it's fast. That planet going wee. I do love that, like, a good portion of, like, a generation of people who grew up with Magic School Bus learned about space from Magic School Bus, and now I think a fairly good portion of that information from Magic School Bus about space is kind of not the case anymore.
That's the thing about science. There's a lot of times where those facts will change.
Yeah, but like because it was like a popular children's TV show, now there's just like a whole generation of people who like that is just like fact to them, and it's really hard to like
Dislodge
remember
them.
it. Yeah. Try to like readjust that in their brain. Found your YouTube channel because Lancer grabbed my attention. Your No Home and Twilight VODs have kept me entertained for the last several days. Hope to catch a live stream soon. Aw, well thank you. We're not the people who do either of those things, but thank you.
Yeah, we are. Let's see. Will and Jay. Wyman?
Wyman?
Hello, I'm Wyman.
We're Chris. But thank you.
Thank you indeed. What is this attached to? I don't know, but I'm gonna dislodge these things. Oh, is it not attached to anything? Oh.
Sorry, just found the link, but this is interesting too.
Hello, I am...
apologize.
I am Piph. I basically keep the channel active. That is generally my job. If you'd call it that for a thing that I don't get paid for.
We're here on Mondays.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred. Salvage secured. Applying credit.
I wonder how much lies were in that fun book about space that got my space interest piqued. It got a bunch of fun experiments. I mean, depending on when it came out, could be a good portion. I feel like space science changes a fair bit between like 10-year time spans. Like there's always something that we learn that we just go, oh, that's not how that exactly works.
Okay, I think I got that done.
I feel like one of the most like cool space things that was shared within this decade was just like being able to hear a black hole and it sounding pretty much exactly as horrific as a black hole would probably sound like.
Just listen to it like, oh, delicious. I would like another.
More.
Why does the black hole know English?
And why is it specifically British?
I couldn't possibly take another bite.
Couldn't possibly, unless.
Unless. I'm gonna be way back over here just in case this explodes. Alright, cool. No.
Yeah, we got Lancers on Fridays. A lot of our friends do Reflection. That is also a TTRPG. That is on Tuesday.
You know that already.
Many of our friends work very hard on that.
Yes.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
The black hole picture, that was also pretty cool.
I'm stuck on a thing. I see.
Honestly, black holes are like terrifying, but also fascinating.
Yeah.
Because it is something that we absolutely know is there, and we have figured out or hypothesized a good portion about how it all works and functions and such. But man, it's going to be so long until we figure out exactly all of what the flip of black hole is and does.
You.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52. Today's weather report, cleared and sunny, with a high of minus 270 degrees.
I can take a gander, see if there's anything that I need. It looks like everything's good here. Let's see if there's any upgrades. Length of thing, I probably want length. Let's give a laser length. I don't think I want the wide cutter thing to be that far because I feel like I'm going to be hitting things that I don't want to. I think having a longer rope would be nice. Having more fuel capacity is fine, but not that necessary. Range actually would be good. We'll get range on our scanners. Because that will tell us more information, and instead of like looking around and like getting closer enough to like see all of the things, that we can actually be able to be like, oh, there it is, all the way over there.
Boys and their laser lanes.
I'm not feeling great today, guys. I'll be honest. I'm looking at the reports, and this operation can do so much better. When I look at all of you, I see some very talented, hard-working, and extremely capable bodies. The problem is your minds. You're getting in your own way, tripping up on your individual wants and needs. Embody the company mind.
I love how he puts in
Yourself
needs.
as a physical extension of Lynx Corporation. That's how we'll succeed. Okay? Tomorrow, everyone take 5 before the start of the shift and really become part of the company, yeah? Rose out.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
What's up?
Although I do like a good, space sci-fi, I sort of wish that someone was brave enough to put out a more mystical sci-fi.
Yeah.
We don't
I
have too many of those.
I generally agree. I feel like there is a lot of potential when it comes to getting even just the space genre like a little bit more like, look how cool a giant like planet could be, like a monster. I'm holding on to this entire thing. That's not what I want. I just want to fly around in my spaceship and then also find, like, planet-sized beasts. So that's so hard. Also, like...
Be a literal space pirate, and then you find your space kraken.
Yeah. Like, there's so much just fun things you could do with space, but everyone's just so gray about it.
I can enjoy a good regular sci-fi. I'm just like, we don't have too many mystical ones. I feel like the most popular one that is the closest to mystical space is Star Wars.
Yeah. Which is not, like... I wouldn't say it's the worst of the options, but you can definitely do better than
like,
Star Wars.
I feel like you could, still, like, do some other things with it. Oh, just, like, I'd like to see it.
Yeah. Just one...
I like a Star Wars from time to time. I want to see some other stuffs.
They did such a great job with, like, look at all these, like, mystical creatures and realms and things you can find just on Earth, and we've explored that thing thoroughly, and people are still going like, wouldn't it be cool if... And they just never have done that with space. Not never,
cool.
of course, but...
Yeah, you can
rarely.
find some stuffs.
Rarely and definitely not mainstream.
Hmm.
The closest I've got for, like, video games is Mass Effect, kind of. And I wouldn't call that very mystical.
You wouldn't describe Mass Effect as mystical. Whoa, 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 whoa,
well, that almost killed me.
Yeah, I did see an alert. Oh. What about Dune? I gotta be honest, I know very little about Dune other than it's about some sort of spice war thing. Because I'll be honest, I think I keep hearing just bad stuff about every single movie that came out about it, and so I kind of like would kind of go, like, I don't know, maybe.
So, Dune has some mythical elements, but I wouldn't call it mythical. It's still very space. It does have the hurt box, and
What?
it's literally a box you stick your hand in, and it's just like the entire point is just to deliver you pain. That's it.
Why does the box deliver pain?
No one knows.
Oh.
At least us, the readers, the people watching, do not know why
box hurt.
Why box hurt. We just know that box hurt, and box hurt is bad. Because box hurt.
You shrug. I know nothing about Dune. I did watch the horrible but also kind of beautiful, I guess, in its own way. A Disney version of what is it called? John Carter?
The Thing?
It was like a man who lived on Earth, who somehow got transported to Mars. But because he lived on Earth gravity for so long, when he came to Mars, he was able to do like super jumps.
Okay.
He was able to jump like really, really good. I can't remember if he had like other abilities too. Maybe he was strong too because of the gravity thing. But
So
yeah, just
kind
because
of like Superman, but not as Superman as Superman.
yeah, it's like kind of. He's not completely indestructible, but yeah, kind of.
Is there anything in here?
Warning. Oxygen supplies.
Yeah, John Carter from Mars. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I was thinking of John Carpenter.
Who's John Carpenter?
The person who made the Thing, the movie person. John Carpenter's The Thing.
Oh. I was wondering if it was something else I didn't know.
Oh, such a
Space vampires. Aw, man, space vampires. Radical.
Oh no, door.
Door, no. Door, stop it.
Door, stop it.
I mean, I just did the galaxy thing for fun. The people in my fantasy universe are as advanced as we are for now. I'm currently more interested in exploring my stories on one of the planets in the galaxy. Oh yeah, that's fine. Like, listen, everyone loves their own stuffs, and like, do your story how you do you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
just
I was in
long-
a space adventure. Remember our space adventure? While I was
do
playing
remember your space adventure.
a
You space
space-
gesture man.
I was playing a clown wizard.
Who could literally destroy the entire universe by touching himself.
Good.
Good.
But why? Why would he do that?
Oh, that just wouldn't be fun.
Yeah.
Well, then he'd have no one to make stupid jokes at.
Yeah. His one
He
weakness?
thrives on-
Question mark?
Hmm?
His one weakness? Question mark?
His one weakness is that he needs people.
Applying credit to account. Cutter, shift's got about 5 minutes left in her. Let's make them count. Leave her out.
Put that boy in an isolation chamber,
He
he'd
would
have
kill
such a-
people.
that isolation chamber would not last long. He was a menace in all the beautiful ways.
Object processed. Transferring credits. Salvage goal obtained.
You know how, okay, so I just want to put this out to everyone else. You know how you watch like a cartoon or an anime? And all of the characters are pretty much like, they exist in the realm of the logic of that universe. Like, they got their ground rules of this universe. But then you got the comedic character of the bunch that like seemingly can just do whatever so long as it's funny.
Credits deposited.
That was Pip's character.
Except I still played within the rules of the game.
Except, still technically, everything you did was above bar.
I had to continuously, like, be above
Hold
bar
yourself
and then go like, no, this isn't gonna be fun if I do this. So I would continuously put more and more restrictions on my character because it was just not fun for the GM or me or anyone else playing.
Honestly, the most beautiful, terrifying thing was when you came across a big giant snake monster that was about to be like, I'm about to be rude now, and completely just destroy an entire village worth of people. And there's nothing you can do about it. And you went, okay. I'm gonna have to put out, my big guns. You just stopped him immediately. Hi, Cat.
Hello, Cat. It was one of those just like, stop being aggressive towards me.
You just told him basically stop, and he just had to be like, dang it, he told me to stop.
But, like, no, he said stop, and was like, I will destroy this place if you don't leave me alone. And I'm like, you shouldn't have said that. Like, I was gonna leave you alone. I'm not here for beef. But if you're gonna go over there and destroy a village,
Nuh-uh.
You're gonna destroy just a massive amount of people? No.
Well, that ain't fun. Cast silence.
Cast chattering teeth.
Cast chattering teeth. The chattering teeth was really your most overpowered spell, really.
It truly was, and I kept trying to be like, I don't want this. And I kept trying to also, like, put myself having, like, some restriction or something like that on, like, the chattering teeth or what have you. To be like, alright, if I use this, I can't, like, unsummon them. Even though the GM's like, you can absolutely unsummon them. I'm like, no.
No, not me.
I'm not gonna have it that easy.
Instead, I will adopt the ones that have not perished, and I will teach them how to play Shakespeare's Hamlet. But they can't talk, so they just, like, dress up in costumes and chatter.
They have, like, Morse code, but, like...
How do they even do the dashes, though?
It's just, like, longer pauses, basically. Yeah, that's about it. Alright, looks like the last bit of this, ship will be for the, next.
Next. Nice.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. Your allocated shift time will be commencing shortly.
I have so many points now. I'm gonna get my oxygen capacity up just by one. Just by one.
Whoa.
Just because, like, I feel like if I don't like how tight the timer is when I get, like, a, oh, you need to get oxygen now. Now I can, like, be a little bit more, like, oh, I hear that happen and I can immediately go, instead of, like, well, I can't go yet because it's not time yet.
Man's only true skill is innovation. If one cannot innovate, one must move aside for those who
I'm just
can.
gonna make it a little more comfy for me, which honestly these upgrades are just kind of that.
Even on you guys out there. In your day-to-day,
Oh, and Christo too. Well, la-di-da, Mr. I
how
like
are
air.
you changing the face of salvaging? Or do you need to move aside? Think about it.
Does it go in here? No? What are you? I'm just gonna pick it up. It has a price tag on it, but I don't know which way it goes. Now we can take off that big triangle, wherever that is. There you are.
Breathing that is unproductive will be phased out in 2 to 5 weeks. Where are you going, cat?
Spice!
Oh.
On my side, that matched up really well. Alright.
Trying to bite me. Stop it. Your claws are also really sharp now.
Craves violence.
Cat.
So I'm gonna try.
Crab Jenkins has an all bug diet. Piph, have you eaten bugs?
I'm sure at one point. But not in a, like, conscious way, I guess.
Most likely in one sleep.
It should have been separated.
Was farming tombstones what I miss? Space. It was very hard.
That's true. That is true.
But Piph didn't break.
But I'm about to break.
No. Do not. No.
I'm at the edge and I'm about to break.
Squirt's water bottle.
Salvage deposit secured.
So sometimes you need to spend money to make money, and sometimes you just need to break things. Like space.
Oh man, I just realized one dungeon is like 30 minutes of cutscene. I can do both.
All rewards allocated.
Nah, that's the ticket.
It's a coolant pipe. Oh no, a door.
Door!
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
It does sound like Praetorium.
Object accepted.
30 minutes of cutscene sure sound like Praetorium.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
It is. Those who know.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Any oddball anime recommendations?
Oddball. I'm not quite sure about Oddball.
Salvage
If you like
account credited.
very, like, over-the-top silly, Tribe 9's pretty good. I wouldn't call it, like, a comedy anime, but, like...
Account credit applied.
Piph, what was the one that we weirdly did like the first season of, but like I just after watching the first season I didn't want to watch any more of it. It was like an invisible girl.
Oh, I
It's like
remember that she was in a bunny
my
suit.
girl. Yeah, it was like something about a bunny suit. I'm afraid I don't remember quite what the name is because it's one of those names that's kind of long.
Oh, there's also another one that we watched that we actually liked quite a bit. I wonder if the season 2's actually out. I put all my points in defense.
Yeah, I didn't want to get hurt, so I put all my points into defense. We love that.
That
one.
one's. I'll recommend that one.
Bunny Girl Senpai. Rascal does not love Bunny Girl Senpai.
Maybe.
That could be it. I'm afraid we.
Look, man, I'm really bad with names. If you think that's going to remind me, it's not. I'm very sorry.
It's just, it's been so long for me. That could be, but I'm afraid it doesn't spring to my mind like, yes, exactly. But I remember us weirdly liking the first season.
Yeah.
I still have it in my brain when, because I think we watched it with subtitles, and the main lady, like after a heartwarming discussion, because she's tsundere about it, she just goes, Baka. Just like a really long ba.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
I'm horrible with names, but I remember plots from the briefest description. Hey, that's good.
Oxygen reserves are low.
I watch a lot of anime recaps, and that defense one was one I'd like to see the actual anime. It's good. We liked it.
Salvage deposit accepted.
I wouldn't call it amazing, but it was fun. I liked it a
yeah.
lot.
It's just like a fun watch.
Warning. Fuel levels are low.
Welcome to Vindatron 9000. Thank you for your...
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
I think it's also like the first anime that I've seen that does the VR MMO thing completely exactly like how a real MMO would probably be like.
5 minutes
Under a
left.
very specific management.
Under specific management, but like it's not like super crazy high tech if that makes any sense. Like, oh, we have adapted AI things so they act like real people. It's like, no, the NPCs are pretty NPC. Is it gonna get there?
I think so. There is a point of no return for the furnace, and I think it is approaching it.
It's like watching a black hole, but it's a furnace.
There it goes. Alright. Bye.
What was that came off of it?
Just a piece of scrap, it looks like.
Credits deposited.
Looks like there might have been like a door in there or something.
Game question, is there any lore reason for the paw symbol? Well, the corporation that you're technically working for is called Lynx. Why it is called Lynx and they've branded themselves along that, I guess I don't personally know. I keep thinking of, the RTV like Bobcats or whatever. Do you know the Bobcat company name?
Good
I
morning,
keep thinking of
Shipbreaker.
that.
Please enjoy the following inspirational
Or
message.
did I do construction
Success
equipment?
is not the key to happiness.
Question mark.
Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you do, you will be successful.
I don't know.
Piph! Piph, what is it, Piph?
I don't know. It scares me. Okay, at this point, I don't think I have anything that is of dire need. So I can get, like, a lot of just, like, quality of life stuff. Like, this one, I can, get an upgrade for fuel capacity, so I don't have to buy it as much. But also, buying this will refuel me, so I don't have to actually buy fuel. Same thing with these, like, buy tethers. Maximum tethers will also give us more tether stuff. Very technically, we don't really have to worry about the whole repair kit thing. The whole, like, decreasing drain rate or whatever. But, I kind of like having not to repair my grappler or my cutter. So I think I'm going to do both of those because, honestly, all the other upgrades are kind of, like, not that important.
They kind of meh.
Yeah. Okay, we finally have one that has a distributor, which is nice. That is our best bet, it looks like, since it seems to be the only one that actually has a distributor. So we'll go and do basically the same ship again. Yeah, I don't know why this is a hazard level 7 when it has pretty much the exact same layout from the other one. It doesn't even have, like, different, like, core systems or anything like that. Alright.
You mean the company cat? Probably. That's probably what I was thinking of.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Oh, that one's a grade 3. Well, that is a problem. Alright, let's do the usual. Ooh, actually not that much compression in any of this.
Salvage registered.
So that's good to know.
Transferring credits.
How do I... Just want to make sure that I don't hit any wrong buttons.
Airlock depressurizing. Airlock pressurizing.
Then we have this boyo that we activate and do that. And then
Air
we hit
pressure level
that.
decreasing.
And then we hit that.
Airlock depressurizing.
My cat is looking at me for something,
Okay.
so I will be right back.
The look of need.
He needs me, Piph.
I see.
He needs me.
Secured. Account credit applied.
Don't die.
Deposit accepted
Don't.
for processing.
Spritz. Spritz more. Alright, I'll be right back.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Pretty cool. Okay, before I start really ripping things apart, if I remember correctly, we need to get in here, because this is where the big boom is. Alright. You can kind of see the distortion and whatnot around you when getting nearer to the big boom. So we flushed that. And we need to get away from the radiation so that doesn't mess with us too much. Okay, that's that side, that's that side. So we just need to figure out, oh, that's that side. How do I get out of here? Here we are. Now that we've gotten that done, we go over here. And then find this thing, and then we flush this. Alright, we've gotten both of the levers that require power to activate, so now we can just start detaching things pretty readily without too much of a hassle. It looks like there's a lot more 3 attachments.
Object processed. Transferring credits. Salvage secured. Applying credit.
We got ourselves a filter. Very good.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited. Salvage deposited. Applying credit. Credit to account.
So what we're doing right now is we're trying to clear the area around the, basically the nuclear, hazard? Nuclear engine? Nuclear core? Okay.
Valuable object processed. Credit awarded. Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit. Salvage secured. Credit deposited.
Alright, now we're gonna have to be careful with the rest of these. Okay, we have one big ring here. And we can't really detach things. It doesn't seem like we can cut into this, so we're just going to have this entire thing launched straight down so we can get these two kind of big cost things. The not great price of kind of giving up on the ring itself, which is by itself a large amount of money. I'm not actually sure which one's more or less.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
But that's just kind of the way we're doing things right now. Because we have very little options
Object accepted for
to do that otherwise. Okay.
warning. Low oxygen levels detected.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000.
Oxygen levels.
Much better. Much better oxygen place. Good, good, good. Alright, so to properly dismantle the big core thing,
Salvage secured.
would be a great upgrade. Kind of. It's a little dangerous. It's not the best. Okay, so... But yeah, maybe we should. Maybe. Have a bottle in there. I don't think I've ever seen a bottle, like, in there. That's a very nice touch. So, first we need to find our door out, which can be either there or there.
You're fixing to dot the I's and cross the T's. You got about 5 minutes to do it. Weaver out.
Alright, so we have a lot of time for our reactor now, for it to melt down fully.
Reactor meltdown sequence triggered. Urgent action required.
There. And that's how we take care of those.
Transferring credit.
That is by far not the,
Processing valuable.
Ooh, what is this?
Credits transferred.
Heat sink? I don't know why it's in there. We still have a lot to do to make this place even close to safe. So now this is detached. That's, as far as I know, the only real way to detach this thing is to kind of like just cut out a piece of it on one side, and then it like actually detaches. Like, it is firmly into the wall, which is good for the most part, for like safety reasons.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Give me a second. I will fully read your question once I take down this wall. Wall, very important. Good.
Material deposited.
Have you played Return of Obra Dinn? I don't think so. I've played so many things that I honestly can't even recall all of them.
Secured. Credits awarded. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Salvage deposit
60
confirmed.
seconds left to wrap things up, Cutter.
Oh. There we go. Oh, that one. I've heard of that.
New certification level attained. License level increased. Shipbreaker 9346-52.
Oh, radiation.
Lynx would like to share the following inspirational message. Some people dream of great salvage, while other people get up every morning and make it happen.
Rise and shine, 52. Let's have a chat.
What's up?
Hal, we agreed we wouldn't change anyone's workload without talking.
Did we? Oh, I think you might have suggested it at one point. But here's the thing. I'm looking at the reports, and this crew just still isn't quite hitting the targets.
What are the targets?
Well, they're higher than this. So, we need to bump everyone up a level again.
Wait, we just did that. We just raised them.
Look, this team is good. You need to give good salvage to a good team. And for you, 52, that means you'll be moving on to... let's see here.
Radiation.
That's right. Nothing major. You're getting lots of it out there in space already. Let's go, team.
That's
Cutter.
demo charges.
Radiation filters are no joke. Try your damnedest not to hit them hard, or they'll kick up a cloud of radiated particulate. Nasty stuff. Reacts badly to fire. I'll be here if you need me. Weaver out.
So that requires a lot of points, and then you buy this thing, which is extremely dangerous on its own. It's basically a thing you need to buy to even use, and the thing that you buy, like, is kind of hazardous and is honestly almost not even a good idea to even do that.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
We wanna shove this thing like that away.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Credited.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
which way is what? There. Thing under the seat.
Deposit secured.
Not quite.
Credits awarded. Salvage secured. Applying credit. Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Valuable objects processed. Credits awarded. Deposit accepted for processing.
We don't have to worry about radiation for the most part. You should be fine. You don't need it. It's basically a little tickle.
Valuable objects. Credits awarded.
God. The last obstacle in this game is actually very cool. I like it a lot. Because they'll keep like giving you like more and more hazard stuff throughout the game. The last one funny. I like last one.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Credited.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
I'm back.
Did you get that cat?
Got that cat.
Nice.
Got him.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
The latest biz in the chat has been questioning if I've played Obra Dinn.
I don't remember you playing Obra Dinn.
I have not.
It is a game I have heard around the spheres, though.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are low.
Anyway.
Oxygen reserves are critical.
There you
Affordable
go.
oxygen supplies are available for purchase at the Master Jack.
So we almost have all of the explosives out of here. Almost. Not quite sure if I've taken everything from that area. It doesn't seem it because I think I saw something spark in there. Being that something was loose. Oh, whatever. Keep going. Oh, yeah, your panel.
Raw material accepted.
Door!
Got about 5 minutes left in this ship cutter. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Leave her out.
I'll bite off whatever I want. How am I gonna get that thing out? Do I get it out? These are very obviously more expensive than the tank. But I feel like that there is a way to get the tank out.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
It's so tantalizingly close. I think it almost fits. Should I say just lost cause and chuck it all in? It seems like the best
could.
option.
You always could.
I'm just messing with things now. Fully expecting that thing to just detonate at any moment. That's just going in.
Oh boy.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
What if I...
What is it?
I'm currently playing a tug of war.
Oh no!
I'm wondering if it will disappear, and then I get to keep... No. Not quite. Well, that's fine. Noted.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Well...
Shit's almost done in the middle, Cutter. 1 minute left.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Well, you now have dealt with all the explosives. There is something that is still somewhat dangerous on here.
Account credit applied.
But that's for, like, electricity for the most part. So it's not going to be, like, a huge explosion of things for the most part. At least I don't hope. I hope not.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Should be in.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
I feel like at some point it would be really funny to show everyone like a good, proper, horrible catastrophe explosion.
Morning, Cutter 9346.
I mean, that will happen.
All the team at Lynx would like to wish you a happy and productive day.
Thank you, automated voice.
Oh, we had more push power. Oh, whoops. We had the force one, which is honestly one of the more important ones.
Well, at least you know what to get next.
Yay.
My brain just kind of started playing Spice Girls.
Salvage secured. Applying
Gotta get
credit.
with my friends.
Yeah.
Ah, classic.
To be fair, I think that's the only song of theirs that I know. I'm not too sure I know any of their other ones.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
I wonder what they meant, gotta get with my friends. I'm assuming
Applied.
just, like, my friends need to like you. But
Yeah,
it's definitely,
because-
like, not the right phrase to use.
It's basically supposed to imply, you gotta get along with my friends if we're going to be a couple.
Yeah. Which is understandable, honestly. Like, you don't need to like all of them, but if you don't like any of their friends, it's going to be a problem.
There's going to be problems.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
I didn't really exactly grow up with that, era of music much in my life. But essentially, Spice Girls were kind of like big girl power music, and that included romance songs that, while it's like, yeah, it's a romance song, but also I can drop you like a hat if I want to.
I hope things behind the scenes were okay.
You know, I never heard anything about like any Spice Girls drama, but like also, I don't really like follow them that much. You know?
Yep.
So, like, I don't follow really much of any people or even bands much. If you don't like any of my friends, there will be drama, and you are that drama. Yeah.
Object processed. Transferring credits. Salvage deposited. Applying credits.
Yeah.
There will be boy drama, and not in the way that anyone thinks it.
I'm just gonna chuck this in because I don't want to cut out all of those individual bits.
Processing object. Applying credits to account. Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Have you ever looked at the words to some popular songs and overanalyzed them?
Yes. I looked into very specifically Heatwave.
Oh, right, you did do a very crazy deep dive of Deep Wave.
Heatwave.
Forgot about that. Deep dive, Deep Wave.
It's not Deep Wave.
Sorry.
Stop! It's not Deep Wave.
Stop. Speaking like a mom, be like, you like them deep waves, right, honey?
God, stop! It's not Deep Wave. It's Heat Wave. God, don't do
Oh
anything.
yeah, this heat wave really is something, ain't he?
Oh, it's not.
Now. I know that puberty's very hard, but you don't have to talk to me
God,
like
you
that.
don't bring up my puberty, Mom. I'm sensitive about that.
Looks at the camera.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credit
So,
transfer.
what I've generally learned about Heatwave was it might be about the death of his friend or something.
Maybe.
I was like half
It
paying
was very
attention.
confusing. Like, didn't you and Mackenzie also, like, go scouring through articles? And, like, you kind of found something about that, but also the sources were kind of iffy.
You have no idea how many times that I've just been like, oh, a thing that I have heard from literally anyone, and I have to go, that is most likely untrue. Because, like, some people will, like, when I played The Quiet Man, years ago for Jello. It got recently reposted. I looked through the comments, and they're just like, yeah, I wonder what Jello think after the apology that the devs did. And I was just like, what apology? I've never heard anything about this. And I'm the kind of quiet man guy. People just tell me about things. About the quiet man.
You know what's weird? Is that even though you didn't find it or anything, I feel like I may have seen an apology thing about that. It sounded right in my head. But I'm not too sure it was like by the developers. My brain wants to tell me it was like a Square Enix like marketing
Apology?
PR apology.
Ah.
Now
That makes a
this
lot
is-
more sense, but at the same time, like, I would also need
Yeah.
to double check that.
No, like my brain doesn't. That's so long ago.
Salvage goal reached. Rewards assigned. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Oh, my oxygen! Well, this sensor thing is going to get eaten.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
I love jungle gymming around.
Is that one of the fun bits for you in this game?
Yes.
Do you ever get lost?
Salvage secured.
I mean, like, in a general sense, yeah. You mean, like, in the...
In the game?
I'm trying to figure out, like, a specific, like, being lost scenario. Like, looking around and going, like, I don't know where, like, the thing that I came from is. Being, like, turned around and being like, oh, where am I? Is that what you mean?
Essentially, yeah.
Alright. Yes, then. That happens... I think that happened to me this stream.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Because, like, it's hard to remember which way is up half the time.
Deposit registered.
Mm-hmm.
Account credited.
So, like, finding where the rig is pretty rough sometimes. Hmm.
Ooh.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Ugh. I've learned pretty slowly that I need to, like, not be so reactionary when it comes to information. It is always good to double check. Always good.
Dressing up for Halloween? Got any spooky games planned?
Oh. On my personal channel, absolutely. On this channel, I don't know.
Tell people, Piph, about your at least for now, yearly Halloween tradition.
Depending on how busy I am this year, it might end this year-ish, sort of. Because, like, I still need to get maybe the ones that are not on Steam. But, like, I do now have all of the Steam
ones on Steam.
Nancy Drews. So my tradition for Halloween is to play Nancy Drew games. Now, I might do, it's not like a specific number or like in any particular order, just Nancy Drew games. And
it's usually a pretty good stream game because they're a perfect length typically for 1 to 2 streams.
that's the whole.
So yeah, Piff's got Nancy Drews to play, depending on how busy he is. He also has a whole host of other horror games too. One that I personally am looking forward to the most, if he can get around to it, is Alyssa.
Yes.
I want to see the little puppet, Piff.
Of course. Of course. I also want to see the little puppet.
Little puppet.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Yeah, this is just such a neat little game.
Salvage secured. Applying
Yes.
credit. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
I have the other one that everyone has almost the exact same response to whenever I bring it up. Can never remember its name. Signalis?
Shipbreaker.
Yeah,
This is
Signalis.
your morning wake-up call.
I also have Signalis.
Now I haven't seen Signalis yet, other than one speedrun. Honestly, I actually don't remember much about the speedrun. I gotta be honest, I think the speedrun kind of bored me. But otherwise, I've never seen anything else about Signalis. I know that it is most often described as survival horror with robot lesbians? Question mark?
You had me at none of those things. Like, robots are neat, lesbians are neat, horror can be pretty good. Nothing has caught a Piph attention. If you said, like, Oh,
There's a little puppet.
if there was like a little puppet, or like if there was like an over-a-top villain, like, oh hello, how are you today, hero?
Have you ever heard of the darkness?
It's pretty cool that you're going around and doing hero things, but have you ever heard of darkness? It's pretty cool. You should try it out sometime.
It's pretty neat.
Just a funny little...
Oh, you. This is a light academy.
Yeah, of course. But there are other power sources. I'm just saying. Just throwing it out there. Just you know...
Oh, you.
Just spreading some knowledge, if you...
Look at this guy. He's so funny.
I am a funny little guy.
Oh, come on. All the cool kids are into darkness. You want to be cool too, don't you? I think that's pretty much exactly what he said to Tara.
Why are they linked like cuffs? I don't think they were originally linked like cuffs. I'm not sure what the heck happened. Collisions, man. How do they work?
Crazy. Oh, wow.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Okay, let's ignore again all of these things. Oh, is that a repair kit? Heck yeah, give me one of those.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
This is what I'm looking for. Oh, I didn't get a panel? Dang. Sorry about that. But I think we can still get what we're looking for.
Nice find, Rook. Can't wait to see you get that old beauty up and running.
Yeah, are you watching me?
Man, who is it?
Most people. What?
Oh, crazy, am I right?
A little.
Eh?
A little.
Yeah.
Ugh. Where are those Blinky boys? Oh, Blinky boy, where are you?
No.
There you are. Found you. You can't hide forever. These like
Let's
just
try.
full rings? There's no like detachment? How does this work? Okay, now where's the door?
Warning. Fuel levels are low. Fuel supplies are available for purchase at the Master Jack.
Now where is the door? On this side? Door? Oh, door?
Don't call the door a hoe.
Oh, door?
Just because it opens for everybody.
Hodor. That's a person's name, right, Hodor?
I think that's Game of Thrones. There's a character named Hodor. Oh, Game of Thrones. I never watched the series nor read the books, but it's crazy how much a series can have such a cultural impact and then absolutely ruin itself so badly in the final season that makes it so that way it loses every single relevancy it ever gained ever, and then no one talks about it ever again.
Yeah. I mean, people still talk about it, just as a, like, remember that thing that sucked?
Yeah. It's less, it's a lot less than it used to be, which, I mean, like, it's a series that ended, so, like, yeah, but still.
Transferring credits.
Man. Like, I understand, like, the situation, but it feels like people just don't understand how to do endings anymore.
I feel like doing an ending to a TV series is, like, kinda hard to do in the sense of, like, even if you did have a planned out ending from the beginning, which, by the way, Game of Thrones didn't, because it's based off of an incomplete book series. But regardless, even if they did, for whatever reason, have any sort of game plan at the beginning, once a TV series, like, gets popular, the network tries to stretch it out so much that I feel like at a certain point, if the series just kept getting stretched out more and more because the company told them do it, that by the time they actually do have to end the series, it's kind of like sudden. After like 13 seasons, they're like, yeah, no, we're finally gonna pull the plug. You have one season to wrap everything up.
It's weird because the, like, kind of going on forever thing is a thing that is, like, kind of good in TV shows, but that concept, that thing, is something called episodic. And TV shows have not been episodic for quite some time.
I feel like episodic TV shows are more along the lines of like a comedy show. Like a comedy or a sitcom. That tends to only have like episode by episode plots.
There used to be a lot of, like, mystery episodic ones that were nice.
Yeah, but now people want an overarching mystery.
I wouldn't say that they've all been bad. Like, I think House has been actually pretty good, and that was, like, part episodic, part, like, ongoing story thing.
House is quite old by now, ain't it?
Yes. But I think is the most recent example, which is also a little kind of sad.
I guess there is also still crime shows.
Yep. They're
I don't think
relatively...
CSI. I don't think CSI is quite as popular as it used to be, right? But like, there's still crime shows. Riverdale also did irreparable damage. Riverdale destroyed so much.
I watched Riverdale for like an episode or two. I'm not sure what people expected from Riverdale, because you can very obviously tell that it was not going to be good pretty quickly. At least in my own opinion. I don't know everyone else's opinions on things.
I've never watched it, but I will say, it is really something for Riverdale to start a horrible trend of having musical episodes. Even though musical episodes have been a thing for other shows and whatnot, it seemed like Glee was popular. So then Riverdale did a musical episode, and then all of a sudden a lot of other random TV shows decided to do a musical episode. But I guess maybe I kind of blame Glee a bit more for that one.
Sure. You know, let's try to get this into the particular time thing. So, how about if we...
You just gonna chuck it all in there?
I was trying to separate these two, but it looks like... Oh, there it goes.
Ooh. Are they separating?
They will if I have anything to say about it. Well, those are being pulled apart by their own petards or whatever. Oh, that's right. I also need to get this very important thing. Here we go. Come on. Oh. There we go.
1 minute left on the clock.
Salvage goal reached.
Okay.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
Riverdale started it, then Velma said hold my beer, and by it I meant taking the base show and burning its goodwill for profit.
It's weird. I've heard good things about Velma. Did
What?
something happen?
I choose to disbelieve anyone said anything good about Velma.
Weird.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Yeah. It was one of those things where people, like... Maybe I'm thinking of a different Scooby-Doo Velma thing.
Hello, Shipbreaker.
Hold on, let me double check this.
Inspirational message.
It's animated, right? Or is it somehow live action?
The first 90%
Velma is animated.
is why
Okay.
it's so important to
So yeah, I am thinking of...
110%.
I believe the one that I was thinking... Yeah, no. I remember people, at least when it was still running, that they're just like, yeah, the writing's good, but Velma's kind of...
The writing is good? What?
Look, man, I am just the person that was told things. I am not the person who has opinion. I just hear other people's opinion and I go, that's what they said.
No complications.
Again, I didn't see the show. I'm very specifically remembering people going, yeah, Velma's okay, but they don't particularly like the writing of Velma herself. That's it. Look, man, I don't know what sort of things you guys have heard or seen or whatnot. I'm not disagreeing with anyone. I am saying that's what I heard. And I'm sorry if that is too insulting for you.
I don't think it's insulting, it's just baffling.
Well. Now that I've gotten a whole bunch of people going, you're lying to me. Wrong show. It's like I went into a back alley and like, you walked into the wrong territory, my friends.
I think we're all just stupefied that anyone would think of anything nice to say about Velma, the show.
Alright, instead of me still shrugging and going, that's what I heard, why was it bad? I don't know.
I can't say that I have seen all of the show. I will say that a lot of the show, I guess for one, no Scooby. Two, it hates its own source material.
That's usually the death of most things.
Like, it's weirdly mean-spirited about its own source material that it's supposed to be borrowing from.
That would definitely do it.
It has the strangest humor, where I think it's trying to do like the Rick and Morty like shock value inappropriate humor.
Oh.
Oftentimes it's still not funny though, no matter what, and it's just kind of horrible. And what else? What else do I do? The show really wants to also make political statements.
Bold move,
but
okay.
But, like, it says things and then does something else. It's like it never... It's like it just goes, hey, we're... joke, I'm a feminist. And then it goes like, yeah. It's like, how I describe it? It's like, you know how horrible people joke about wokeness?
Yes.
By, like, doing the joke woke thing? That's, like, the entirety of that show. Like, the absolute entirety of that show is, like, it keeps saying these things, and then it's what it's not so... trying to say it in polite manner on stream.
I can kind of picture what you're talking about.
As someone else also pointed out, Velma is also kind of a self-insert character. It's not actually just Velma. It's not really Velma in the show. It's more, what was her name? Mindy? Mindy Colding? Is that her name? It's basically a self-insert character. Let's see, what else? The show is, again, trying to be super surprising and such. Part of that thing is, like, some of, like, the hyper-sexualization that feels so bad. Like, there is an entire girls' shower scene with all these teenage girls. It's animated, but, like, it still feels weird.
Yeah.
Velma herself is also supposed to be, I think, 15 or 14. She constantly is making overtly sexual jokes. Shaggy?
I mean, like, people at that age do that, but it is a different thing in a show.
It's a different thing in a show. It's also a different thing also when, like, you do know that the Velma character is also sort of a self-insert. It's also not Velma. It's just, there's layers of weird uncomfortableness. Shaggy is a...
I thought there wasn't any... Oh, no, Scooby, right?
There's no Scooby.
No dog.
There's no dog. Shaggy is, like, a nice guy.
In a bad way?
The quote-unquote nice guy.
In a bad way, I see.
Like... Oh yeah, he's not even called Shaggy, that's right. He's not even called Shaggy, he's like Orville, because that's his actual name. He's like, he simps for Velma so hard. Everyone simps for Velma, by the way, despite the fact she's actually just a horrible person and is constantly just mean to everyone. Like, she never almost says anything nice about anyone ever and feels the need to constantly validate herself.
Yeah, no, that's what I heard.
So Shaggy is an absolute simp for her and totally would love to have any simping back, even though Velma, I think, makes it pretty clear, like, multiple occasions she's not interested, but she still strings him around anyway because he's useful.
Horrible.
I think at one point he even contemplates, like, selling a kidney so that way he can, like, use the money for something that she needs. That way he kind of has, like, a I sold a kidney for you kind of, like, pity thing.
Okay.
They make Fred into a stupid trust fund baby man.
That, like, is almost accurate.
He's like he's like the rich popular kid who is self-entitled, stuck up, but he also has a small penis, haha. And that's like a point in the show.
Excuse me.
he also simps for Velma at like at one point, at some point in the show. Everyone simps for Velma at some point in the show.
Okay, that is funny.
I think he sends her like nude pics.
What? What
Yeah,
is
Fred
the
has an
writer
obsession with.
doing?
It's a self-insert. Mindy Kaling has like a habit of whenever she was on shows to like constantly have male characters fawn over her. That is something that she has often done because this is not the first time she's made a show. She thinks she's made several shows. Honestly, considering all of this, I guess Daphne doesn't have. I don't have much to say about Daphne other than she's hot.
I mean, there wasn't too much before, but there was at least some things.
Daphne was usually actually the trust fund baby.
Yeah.
She's not in that show.
Weird.
Because,
wait, why?
Well, because I guess you have to like her enough because she's actually the main love interest for Velma.
Wait.
She's a dealer. She's a drug dealer. Okay, I didn't know that part. Okay, she's a drug dealer apparently. Daphne's a drug dealer. All I can really remember about Daphne is the fact that she is a part of the show because Velma's like, meh, I don't like you. But you're kind of cute though. You stupid, pretty woman, you. Because I don't like anything that is feminine but I am a feminist, but I'm not like other girls.
I'm so confused.
Like, a lot of the mystery in the show is that there's like a serial killer going around killing
I'm sorry,
people.
there's a plot?
Yes, there is an overarching plot.
Oh.
There is a plot of pretty young girls getting murdered. So, yeah.
Okay. Perfectly fine plot, but I am confused why you put it in a Scooby-Doo show.
Because it said we are an adult show. Adult show. Oh yeah, the girls' brains are being removed too, yeah.
Okay, so there is something at least semi-supernatural-ish about it. Where, like, that is peculiar enough.
I think for one of the girls' brains, like one of the girls that died, they managed to scoop up her brain and put her in a jar.
And I'm assuming like she's still alive and talking, even as a brain or something?
I think so.
Alright. This sounds horrible. It sounds horrible.
It's pretty horrible. I didn't even say like all of the horrible bits, but that's like a whoa. It's a pretty horrible show.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are dropping.
Alright, Cutter. You got 5 minutes left in this ship before they turn the lights out on you. Pitter patter.
Yeah, we are trying to explain it while being tasteful on the stream. There is a lot more untastefulness in the show. Oof.
Applying credit. Warning. Oxygen reserves critical. Oxygen levels stabilizing.
So, anyway, that big game, am I right?
I'm assuming there's more to this show.
Oh, there's more. It's just, well, some of it is not for polite stream.
Oh.
Like what else can I say? That like I can remember and also is not something so awful to say.
Salvage destroyed. Please pay attention.
See, I'm just trying to think.
It's not polite to talk about the TV show.
It's just like my brain has tried to purge this memory, so like I'm trying to remember bits and pieces.
Did you watch it? Do you remember if you watched it or not?
I've watched only like I didn't want to participate in actually watching it on an actual thing. And I don't like going to pirating websites. They tend to scare me.
Ooh.
So it's more just seeing all the many bits and bobs from all the many other people who did watch it and have regurgitated information at me, seeing clips of it.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
I do distinctly remember, like, Thelma's mom, like her biological mom being missing is also a part of the show. And like, she kept thinking that her mom just like skipped out on her. But that ends up not completely entirely being the case. But regardless, she had to live with her dad, and his dad is remarried to some other woman, and she's like pregnant. She gives birth at some point in the show. But while like her stepmom is in labor, she's like, I want to say she's like doing tweets or something.
Huh.
And like, so the baby, so at some point, like the baby is getting bored, got born. Velma's complaining to someone, being like, ugh, I can't believe I can't pee while showering anymore because that's where they bathe my baby sister. Ugh.
That's not a thing to complain about.
She complains about everything, Piph. Because she's always the victim in her little world.
I feel like that was supposed to be funny in some way.
It was supposed to be. There's also, like, while they were trying to figure out the murdering mystery thing, Fred is, like, one of the suspects, and during the court thing, they're, like, trying to figure out if he did it or not, and Velma basically goes not up to defend him exactly, more to, I guess, just prove to everyone that, like, he, can't do it because you're giving him too much credit. You're all big dummies. She basically is able to prove that he's too stupid and inept to actually kill someone by publicly humiliating him in the courtroom because he can't figure out how to cut his own steak.
That would not hold up in court, but okay.
He still simps for her, yes. He still simps for her even after her basically publicly humiliating him in the courtroom thing, basically showing that he's too stupid to do anything. Let's see, what else? There's a point in the show where she has to pretend to be a man, so she dresses up like a man so that way she can get into, like, some sort of, like, party or something?
A man party?
Like a man party.
You don't need a...
She basically just needs to dress up like a dude, and she's getting a taste of dude life. She's like, wow, I can do so much as a man. I get so many privileges for being a guy. Wow, this is amazing.
Okay, Velma. If you are so smart, how did you not, for one, figure this out earlier? I need to know this question, because obviously it is supposed to be a message, but also one of those, like, you didn't figure this out before? You didn't figure out that there was inequality yet? Velma, is this your first time out of the house?
No, she goes to school. Oh yeah, she hates... Yeah, she does have panic attacks about mysteries.
I'm sorry? What do you mean?
Oh my gosh, I don't remember exactly why. I feel like it has something to do with, like, her mom going missing. For why she hates mysteries and has panic attacks about it and does not even like the word mystery in her general direction. I feel like it had something to do with the mom. Another thing I do definitely remember, if people care about spoilers, is that the ending of the show, it is revealed that it is basically Fred's mom who is essentially the killer.
Fred's mom?
Because her baby boy, Mr. Fred over there, is such a big stupid dum-dum that she's like, I don't want my son, who's a big stupid dum-dum, to inherit everything after I die because we're white privileged upper class family.
That doesn't make any goddamn sense, but please
So-
continue.
I don't want big stupid dum-dum son. So she like has been doing some sort of crazy government secrecy experiment thing that basically allows you to switch brains with people. So she wants to find a brain to switch with her son's brain, so that way technically it's still
I'm
blood related, but he's got a different, smarter brain.
Transferring credits.
also doesn't make any sense. But you were also talking about that it was like
Hot girls, yeah.
hot girls.
I don't
Hot-
remember
hot
why it
young
was
girl. Why?
I actually don't remember why it was specifically hot young girls. I don't remember.
Salvage secured.
I really don't. I do remember something specifically that she wanted it to be a woman's brain, though. Because I guess she thought big, stupid, dumb men. Only a woman could appreciate, like, the business or something.
Was it some sort of women-only product?
No. No, not that I can really remember. It's just like,
Your plan's
Uh,
bad.
okay, so but like, they're in a cave and like, I don't, yeah,
Sorry, please continue.
so like, all of this took place and like this final climax is in this cave
Good.
where
Oh,
also Dav, oh,
Credit to account.
got a little hurt there.
Got disoriented.
Which also, by the way, that's where Daphne's parents have been living this entire time. Because Daphne's parents went missing, and they've just been apparently living in this cave this whole time. I think, if I remember correctly. Anyway, look, rocks fall on Fred's mom, and she dies. Rocks fall, she dies. She gets crushed. She gets absolutely crushed. Fred throws up seeing the dead corpse of his mom getting, like, crushed and whatnot, and Velma twerks.
I'm sorry.
She twerks at his dead mom's general direction.
Did she make the rocks fall?
Velma, I don't remember. I don't remember.
Like,
I can't
that would
remember
only
exactly how
make
the rocks
sense
fall.
if she made the rocks fall. Other than that, she just has a brain aneurysm and is twerking at a dead woman.
Credited.
I don't remember how the rocks fall. But basically, the cave starts to collapse, and that's when we finally get a mystery machine, but except it's not actually the mystery machine, but it's basically the same shape, and that's how they are able to drive out of there.
Is this supposed to be like a prequel?
Essentially. Piph, this show is not good.
I would love to see a review of it.
Oh, there's plenty of it
I
online.
would love to see somebody go, like, episode by episode, and just tell me about it.
I guess one thing I guess to say, man, they go for it. I guess
Secured. Credit to contact.
subbing for more hot Velma lore, please no. Thank you for the subscribe.
Salvage deposit. Account credited.
Bad show, Pip. It's just a bad show.
Alright. So, I heard that I had good writing.
I just
Salvage Credits awarded.
I just want to know, like, what is this person's criteria? I'm just fascinated.
Just want to know their address is all. If you could you give me their address? Just a funny little address number. Oh, that'd be just fantastic.
Address
Just
number?
a little address number, just for fun, you know, for
fun.
Like, you know, a little address, you know. It says address, you know, like if you could just give me the address.
I will find your address through Club Penguin doxing you.
Salvage secured. Applying credit. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Now, definitely everyone's opinions on this seems to be, like, because the show, like, ended. So I'm assuming the opinion that I had, which I do remember it was before the show ended, was that it was quote-unquote good writing, but Velma is, like, very mean. So I'm assuming they didn't get very far. Because it sounds batshit for, like, the entire duration.
Most of the mystery, from what I recall, doesn't actually link up with each other very well. Even though there's supposed to be an overarching mystery. But, I mean, I guess I can't say that too much because it's not like I actually watched the series. I didn't want to participate in the hate watching too much to actually watch it.
Salvage deposit confirmed.
And people were upset about Tall Girl.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Damn girls.
Hey
She
guys,
giraffe.
if you want a quote-unquote woke animated cartoon show that actually does have good writing and is adult and things like that,
Salvage
there is Harley Quinn. I can't remember that. It's got like quite a bit of like blood and gore, which is not particularly something I enjoy, but like they actually tackle a good amount of like adult themes pretty well.
salvage
I think it's just called the Harley Quinn show.
credit.
Or at least that's how everyone describes it around me.
I think it's like very simple, like just her name, but I can't remember if it's like, oh,
Whoop.
jeez.
You know, I was kind of waiting for it.
Salvage accepted.
I'll admit, I was kind of waiting. I saw you constantly doing that. I was like, I wonder if that's gonna hit the helmet.
Oh my beloved, watching and waiting,
With the handkerchief in hand.
drooling at the thought.
Salivating. I'm gonna watch my boyfriend get bonked on the head.
I wonder if you're gonna die from this one.
A Black Widow, but she's like weirdly like just waiting for happenstance to happen. Not being proactive at all.
Salvage registered. Transferring
Honestly, fellas, if she's a Black Widow, just give her back massages. That seems to work for at least some male spiders. You might live.
I didn't know that.
Well, I don't know if it's Black Widows that do that. But there are some species of spiders where the male will give her a little back rubsies, so that way she is placated, I guess, and not going to eat them.
Cutter,
Ah,
you
fair.
got 1 minute left. Time to shift your biscuits.
Happens a lot in the bug world, you
I
know?
like giving back rubs. It's one of my favorite things to do.
Piph, are you a male spider?
Yes? What's the right answer here?
Probably no, because I'm arachnophobic.
Huh. Yes, maybe?
Maybe? I don't know, it's just sometimes I really want to make a web.
I just want to make a web. Everyone wants to
Fellas,
make a
do you
little
ever
web
just-
comic.
Fellas, you ever just want to make a little web? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Come back.
Stop coming back, Piph.
Come back.
Stop coming back.
Come back here. These ships are actually very fun to take apart because there's like so many like little bits and bobs, but they're all inside this like
Morning, Cutter.
big shell.
Time to begin your work.
So when you actually get the ability to just kind of like rip that shell apart, it's so satisfying.
Have you ever seen the video The Caffeine Spider?
No.
Well, considering, like I said, I'm a teensy bit arachnophobic. No. Childhood nightmares that give you fears later in your life.
I may not be a spider, but I do have a parlor.
Are you blue by any chance?
No. 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 Oh. Well, that's gone.
Have you ever said, "Step into my ball, set the spider to the fly"?
Oh, constantly.
Raw material accepted.
Guests come over. Step into my ball.
Credit awarded.
Pretty good.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
We still haven't taken out the basically bomb that's in here.
Very casual bomb.
Yeah, the thing about the, like, later ships, they don't need, like, as much just in general stuff that needs to be, like, cut. That's like a 3 difficulty thing. Okay, so this thing is in that shell, so I need to get... Oh, this is loose. Okay. If that's loose... We play surgeon for a little bit.
You're nice.
Deposit accepted. Credits awarded. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Have you ever played one of those, like, silly surgeon games?
No. I kind of want to.
Would you, like, rather play one that has, like, crazy, complicated hand movement, or just one that has, like, weird, woobly physics?
Salvage deposited.
I don't know. I honestly haven't tried those.
Kind of crazy how that was, like, a small trend for a little while.
Yeah.
I guess it made for good content.
Deposited.
Hmm.
Content for the YouTubers.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credits. Salvage goal obtained. Additional rewards assigned. Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Alright. Shall we try to take the bomb out now? It's been long enough, I guess. There's still a lot of junk around here.
I mean, you can try.
Yeah, sure. So first things first,
Object accepted for processing.
I'm going to need to obtain an opening. Hoo hoo hoo.
Valuable objects processed. Credits awarded.
So I saw Scary Movie
A
the
classic.
other day. And yeah, I actually liked it quite a bit. It's nice.
I watch many horror games.
Salvage deposit
I don't
secured.
watch many
Credits
horror
awarded.
movies.
Me neither. I'm not really like a horror movie fanatic or anything like that. I'm actually, as a person that does not get scared very easily, it kind of is boring or annoying or gross. Very rarely do I like one. I like stories, and a lot of horror genre is like kind of a cool story, but with like a lot of like filler about like killing people and things like that, and not in a way where it makes the story more interesting. It's just like, yep, they sure are a killer. Yep, they sure are killing people.
Gosh, they're killing people.
I'm not the biggest fan of pretty much any of those things, so I'm just very...
Deposit accepted for processing.
I'm waiting for the thing that's for me, and that's just not a thing that horror do. Can I get the cap now? I can. Okay. This is still going to be...
Reserves are low.
Alright, let me just quickly grab myself an oxygen.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000.
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
Okay. It would be nice to have a straight shot down. That seems like a pretty good angle.
Salvage secured.
So I'll go here. Just still a ways around. Come on. Come on. And those are just the controls. Need to go over here.
Cutter, shift clock says 5 minutes left. You know what to do.
Yeah, man.
Weaver out.
Yeah, take your time, man. Okay.
Deposit registered. Account
Alright. Got the big boy out. Got the big boy out.
Oh my gosh, so big.
salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Salvage registered. Transferring credit.
Scanner damaged. My scanner's damaged. What am I gonna do when my scanner's damaged?
Cry?
Okay, I can do that.
I see you're doing so well.
Good, thank you. Oh, careful, don't go into the furnace.
What if?
when ships kind of get this big, things start falling apart pretty quickly. Because there's like things are like too big for you to really move. You have like just spacing problems. So we just let the tethers do their thing.
Processing object. Applying credits to account. Valuable object processed.
Got her. Got about 1 minute to make your mark on this shift.
Salvage goal reached. Rewards assigned.
Well, that didn't work out as well as I had hoped it would. Okay, it looks like it's going in. That's all I need to do.
Transferring credits.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
New certification level has been achieved.
Hooray for me.
Hello, Shipbreaker. You have one incoming transmission waiting.
52? It's Hal. Let's talk. You know, in a lot of ways, you and I are the same. Came from Earth, hard worker, doing the real grunt work. You could be wearing my uniform someday, making decisions. That's a precious opportunity, you know. And it's hard. Harder than shipbreaking, to be honest. You know, in this position, you gotta make the tough calls. Big picture stuff. You're gonna hurt people. You're gonna make them angry, sad, scared, even cry. But you gotta do it. It's the job. One bad move, and boom! Right back down to where you came from. But yeah, I like you. You're not a troublemaker. Troublemakers spoil everything, if you let them. Keep doing what you're doing. And don't let them spoil you, 52. Stay on the straight and narrow. And I'll be sure to mention you in my final report. See you around, chum.
Call me chum. What a nice guy.
Morning, Shipbreaker. Lynx would like to share the following message. The only P's permitted in the salvage yard are profit, processor, and potassium trifluoromethane sulfonate.
That's what I always be saying.
It's always Piph.
Got a crack in your mind, score tearing it soon. Filing branded gear with your heart and loose.
Lynx branded gear. It's a cut above the rest.
Well, that sold me. Give me 30. Me a larger tether? More strength for my tether? Now we're talking. Now I can really kill myself. I can launch myself so far back that I explode immediately.
Dang.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
I almost nailed it. There we go.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
Okay. The old triangle trick. Oops.
Salvage destroyed.
Oh,
Please revisit your training.
that was bound. That was bound to happen. Not my. It was. It's just how
I
things.
swear.
That
It's
was.
going to happen.
Is gonna happen. You know what? I'm not really willing to pull that back right now. Just here you go. I tilted the entire ship.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
A little while. Oh. Go that way.
Caution. Tether supply depleted.
Could have said that a little earlier, I think.
Caution. Out of
Processing valuable deposit. Credit transferred.
Welcome to Vintage 9000.
Tethers.
Thank you for your
tethers restored.
Material deposited. Processing valuable object. Credit awarded.
Really? What's holding on to you? Is it one of yous? Yeah.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
I don't think you guys understand how excited I am for a Velma review right now. I don't think it has come across your mind how excited I am for a review of Velma. I dare say after this stream, I'm hunting one down.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Gonna find it. It's out there.
It's definitely
I mean,
out
there's
there.
there's many reviews out there. It's just finding one that fits the criteria.
Salvage registered. Transferring credit.
Anything valuable here? Yeah. Got ourselves a little light.
A little treat.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Another little light. Anything else there? Ooh, another light. So there's also a door handle there. Or whatever these things are called.
Salvage secured. Credit deposited.
Good. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are low.
Right, oxygen. I can have one of those.
Oxygen reserves are critical. Please contact your plan administrator to add asphyxiation coverage.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000. Have a
Oxygen levels stabilizing.
So right now I'm just hoping to pull apart these two sides.
Gunner, we got 5 minutes left till we call it a day.
There we go. Look at that. Ain't that nice?
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
So I mean by, like, isn't it satisfying when you just crack this ship open and get all the goodies on the inside? Because otherwise you'd have to, like, bring them out the door and sort them out, and you're like, nah man, I'm just gonna cut a huge, like, swath across this entire thing.
Applying credit. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit. Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Or
Time is winding down, Cutter. Dig deep. Let's finish strong.
Here's this room.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Yeah, a lot of this particular ship is just like breaking things down enough that you can actually like grab at the things on the inside.
Good morning, Shipbreaker.
But I think that'll be it for me today.
Alrighty.
Oop, oop.
What?
Tried hitting button, but got other button.
Oh no.
We almost broke our 1 billion debt into another digit down. We're almost past the $1 million mark. Sorry, $1 billion mark.
You haven't died. Well,
Don't watch Filma or Riverdale. Again, I don't get it. How the heck did Riverdale get any sort of popularity? Because, like, Riverdale's pretty bad. Like, I saw an
Connected
episode
to the
or
youth.
two, but...
must have just connected with the youth at the time. Maybe pickings were slim.
Well, I'd like to thank everyone for watching. I'll try to think of something for Halloween. I'll figure it out. Bye.
Bye.